Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Gillian and today's episode is going to be so awesome. We have my beautiful friend Elaine here, and she is doing a 30-day raw vegan challenge. So she is currently a vegan. We're going to see her whole experience in this video, the results she gets, and she is actually a certified holistic nutritionist. So she already has sort of a good idea on healthy food and has some amazing recipes herself. So she's never done fully raw, right?
Nope.
Never even one day raw vegan?
Not a whole day, no. It's exciting. I can't wait to start. Nervous but excited, especially because I'm like, committed on tape now.
Yeah, you can do it. And I feel like I have started this challenge before with a few people, and you guys haven't seen the videos because unfortunately a lot of people fall off. But I feel like you can do it, and I feel like just knowing like the foods aren't going anywhere. That's what Ann Osborne said to me once, like the foods are not leaving the planet. They will be there for you after. So what are you currently eating so people can...
Just to touch on that, just because I know for the past 2 weeks you've been asking me to do this, so I've been like eating things I don't normally eat because I'm like, it's a mind thing. Your mind just plays so many games with you, right?
Yeah.
And it's just about, overriding it. So what do I currently eat? So I'm vegan. Been a strict vegan since 2009 until just the last 2-3 years. I've had cheese, been eating breads. Didn't eat bread till I was 30 years old, but
wow.
Yeah, unfortunately I like it now.
A lot of people do, so
time to stop. Just excited to try the raw. I just know I don't feel good lately. I know what feeling optimal and feeling good does feel like, so I've gained about 30 pounds that I'm not proud of, so I'd like to eliminate that.
Yeah.
So my energy's been down. I can tell with the foods I eat. I can tell instantly. Like, I'm very sensitive, so I can't drink coffee or anything like that. But I can tell right away when I eat something, whether it's good for me, it's not. Like, I'll get a hot flash if I eat something that's,
You're going to feel so much energy. That's why I eat this way. That is probably the #1 reason, because I have so much energy from it. And this video is going to be awesome because Elaine is going to take you guys home with her, and she's going to do vlogging and let you know how it's going and be real, honest, and genuine in this. So it's going to be really good. I got Elaine some amazing raw foods to kick her off with the challenge, so there's no excuses, right? For some people who don't know what raw is, so it's totally raw foods in its natural living states, and the raw foods have like the enzymes, the life force, the water content, so they're so much easier to digest, and your body just is therefore left with so much energy because it doesn't have to work as hard to digest the food. So you sleep better, your skin clears up, and typically experience so many results if you do it properly. So you have to know you have to eat a lot more calories raw. So some people, when they go into it, they're not eating enough, and then I feel like they're like, I feel weak, I feel tired, so it's really important to make sure to eat enough. And yeah, so technically raw, you're not eating anything heated above 118 degrees Fahrenheit, which Elaine is aware of. And she is a dehydrator, so she's gonna, I'm sure, show you guys some amazing dishes in this video as well. Okay, good, yeah, so I got you jackfruit, I got you some dragon fruits. I know you love dragon fruits.
I tasted this one for my first time. Your mom Janice comes to see me, we're friends, and I've always tried the pink ones. I've never tried the yellow ones, and I've never tasted a more beautiful, hydrating, tasty, it's not overly sweet, it's not bland, it's just the most perfect fruit I think I've ever tasted.
It's the best. You're welcome. And I actually got you some passion fruit as well. I forgot to put it here, so I'll give it to you after. So I got you a recipe. This is my favorite Caesar salad dressing recipe. So I got the ingredients for that, and then my favorite tomato pasta with zucchini. Do you have a spiralizer?
I do.
Perfect. And then just a salad on the go, so you're ready in case you don't have a meal and you're like, oh, I need to grab some cooked food, then you can grab this salad to start. So yeah, some things to start. And I'm just wondering, so what are you hoping to accomplish on this month?
So obviously a healthier weight. We discussed before that I gained a few pounds and I'm not happy about it, so it's time to get rid of that. It's time to feel better, more energy, which I really find when I eat cooked, bagged, processed, canned food, I can tell my energy is just like, well, we all do. Like, who doesn't sit at that turkey dinner and every single one of them, you look at the table and like,
yeah.
It's because your body's gone, like, has to digest all that food. All these foods have, like you say, the enzymes and the digestive ability to digest themselves. So you have the energy and you're up, and everybody else is like, looking for that TV and the nap thing. So balance the hormones. Just hydration. They have a lot of water content too. So on top of the clean filtered water that you would drink, you're also getting a lot of your water from your food.
Mm-hmm. And I got you some sauerkraut too. So beet sauerkraut. This is super good for your gut. It's loaded with probiotics. And yeah, it's pretty easy. I think a lot of people complicate it. They're like, where do I start? Where do I begin? So it's easy. I like to eat like fruits or mono meals or green juices or smoothies through the mornings. That's when I feel my best, and then work my way into the larger meals and have sort of the most hardest to digest things at the end of the day, which you probably know all these things anyways, but for anybody watching. And yeah, I mean, I would keep fats lower. That's where people typically feel better, like the nuts and seeds and avocado, stuff like that.
And that's where I've gained a lot of my weight, is because I eat a lot of nuts. Like, you know, there's a lot of different vegans out there. There's some that doesn't do oils. There's some that doesn't do nuts. There's some that, there's just so many different, you know, complications or allergies that some people have, but you can still be vegan.
Yeah.
Without those things.
Absolutely. And I wouldn't eat too many, like I wouldn't get too carried away with dehydrated or dried foods.
Yep.
Yeah, because they lack the water too, so they're delicious, they're amazing, and they're fine to eat now and then, but I wouldn't like sort of base every meal around them or you won't feel as good.
No.
Yeah.
And then some people with the dehydrator, a lot of people are like, oh, I can't go vegan, I live in Canada, or I live, you know, in a cold climate, so I want that warm food. You still can use the dehydrator, as long as you don't warm it up above the 118 to 120. And if you were just to cut mushrooms and onions and put them in the dehydrator for 10 minutes, it takes that chill off, and it actually tastes better than it's sauteed in a frying pan like we normally do.
Wow.
Oh, it is so good. Like the onion's almost like candy. So
wow.
Yeah, and you don't have to do it, like you said, every meal.
Yeah.
You can just do it every once in a while.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. And I think that's it. So Elaine will kick off in the next scene with one of her vlogs whenever she feels inspired. And unfortunately, she doesn't have to come off coffee, which is good. When I first went raw, I had already given up coffee, so it can take a little bit more time to feel good if you do have to come off coffee. So there's nothing as far as like addictions to come off here, which is good. So you should be feeling good pretty quickly, which we will find out.
And we should do a video, because I'm sure out there, I know there's a not coffee substitutes like that's processed, but we could put together a few things. You know, it's kind of like not the magic bullet coffee, but I could show you a few things that could help somebody transition off coffee. Yeah,
and we should have you back on the channel for some recipes for dehydrated. Elaine makes the best recipes. In my video, Carnivore Goes Raw Vegan for 24 Hours, he tried your carrot bacon and he liked it. He liked the carrot bacon. Yeah, so.
It is so good.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm so excited to see what happens in this video, so let's stay tuned and find out.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my 30-day raw challenge. By day 3, one thing I really noticed was my digestion was better. My bloating had totally disappeared. My clothes are starting to feel better. By day 5, just driving into work, it's a beautiful day. Just feel happier, lighter, excited to be alive. Talk to you soon, guys.
Hey everybody, welcome back. What I like about a raw lifestyle is that anybody can do it. It's easier than you think, and I felt better immediately. Even eating plant-based, vegan at times, I felt sluggish and heavy with cooked foods, even if it was just cooked vegetables. Raw, I feel more alive, clear-headed. I now really feel what it feels to feel good. Try and tune in with your body and listen when you eat something. Have a good day. See you in the next video. Hi everybody. Today I'd love to show you how I made cream of tomato soup in the Vitamixer. This soup is as easy as it gets. There's no stovetop required. And as soon as you taste how fresh this is, you'll never eat canned soup again. So chopped tomatoes. What I do is I wash my produce and then I slice off the part where that produce sticker is. Even if you wash it off and you think it's gone, you can't see it anymore, that toxic residue is still there. Tomatoes, clove garlic. I add about a half cup of chickpeas, preferably soaked and sprouted. About a cup of raw cashews soaked for about an hour. This is what gives it the creamy texture and flavor. You can add things like rosemary, thyme, salt and pepper to taste, of course fresh basil. You can also, totally optional, red peppers, sun-dried tomatoes. Okay, we can blend this up. If you wanted to turn it into something like a pizza soup, you could use things like Italian seasoning, plant-based Parmesan cheese, little cayenne pepper for some heat. So the Vitamixer actually does heat it up a little bit, so it's not one of those cold soups. We can add a little cashew cream in the center. Make this up. We can garnish with some green onion. Cream of tomato soup within minutes. These little crackers here I make, they're a cheese cracker. So when I eat this, I feel like I'm eating tomato soup and a grilled cheese. Thanks, guys. See you next video.
Hi everybody. Welcome back to my 30-day raw challenge. After being raw for 2 weeks, it's what I wasn't feeling anymore that blew my mind. I've never had a solid night's sleep or stayed asleep for 4 to 5 hours. That was unheard of, without waking up multiple times. Because I cut out the late night snacking, which I have done my entire life, and I was only able to do this because I didn't have cravings anymore. With the raw lifestyle, I was more satisfied than ever. No more bad relationships with food. When we eat food, it gives us energy. So if we try to eat before we go to bed, good luck. We toss and we turn for hours. Your body is trying to digest what you just ate, not sleep. I wake up refreshed and I need less sleep. Thanks everyone.
Okay guys, I am so excited for this meetup. So I'm seeing Elaine today for the first time since we met in the beginning of this video, where she was challenged to do 30 days raw. So right now we're gonna find out, was she successful and what happened? How was the weight loss, the benefits? So hey, what's up?
Oh wow, what a journey. I had a blast. It was amazing. I was a little, concerned. I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? I might fall. I might just have to admit it and dust myself off and jump back in, but I found it pretty easy.
Yeah. I got a text from you and you were just like, this text, I'll try to put up on the screen if I can part of it, but you were just like, this is the most life-changing thing ever. And I'm so glad she stuck to it, because that's how you see results, right? So like, what do you feel like were the main benefits you experienced?
So even by day 3, all of my bloating had gone. It was just amazing. I was like, oh, these fit a little bit better. Day 3, day 5, you could just see the change in your mood. I was happy to begin with, but it was like, wow, everything's just so much more beautiful.
So you say like you felt better on like cooked or raw vegan versus cooked vegan?
100%. I always thought I felt fine as it was, and I know people that, do feel sick, but I didn't think I felt that bad until I went raw. It's just the next level. Yeah, so I felt better mentally, physically, emotionally. It was amazing. What else? Oh, so sleep. That was my biggest aha moment. So since I was bored, I ate before I went to bed. It was just one of my bad habits I had. I've always done it. And I thought, okay, you know what am I gonna do when I'm doing raw and stuff? And I didn't have any cravings. 0.
Wow, crazy.
I still had like popcorn and like vegan chocolate and all the vegan bag box canned stuff on the shelves, and I never went to it once.
Wow.
I didn't have to. I felt so good. I felt so satisfied.
And Elaine was eating like the most magnificent stuff. She was making a lot of raw gourmet stuff as well, which looks like insane. And like stuff like this. So like she was not bored at all, right?
No. It's made with spinach. It does have cashews in it. It's just creamy. It's satisfying. It feels like you're eating at a pub. And I made the chips as well.
And do you feel like that's how you were able to make it work? Because you were eating like stuff like that too?
I didn't feel deprived at all.
People will want to know, did you lose any weight? How was the weight loss?
I did. I actually lost 10 pounds in 10 days. I kind of plateaued there for maybe a few different reasons, but yeah, I think I did more nuts towards the end of it, so they are a little fattening. But yeah, 10 pounds in 10 days, and
that's amazing.
More to come. So.
Not like you look amazing, not like it's like for weight loss anyway, but like,
20 more to go and we're good.
You look great.
I've always had problems sleeping. I can fall asleep, but I would never stay asleep. I've never in my life had 5 hours solid sleep on the vegan or the raw, because I wasn't eating late at night. I wasn't eating, just other stuff. I slept, because food is to give us energy, right? Like at the end of the day, that's what it's for. So if you eat before you go to bed, you have 5 hours worth of energy still to burn off, and you got jumpy legs, and you're like, having a hard time falling asleep.
Yeah.
But I had the best sleep in the last 30 days.
Yeah, that's a huge thing. I feel so good sleeping with raw. And I'm wondering, like, how did you manage socially? I know a lot of people want to try this lifestyle, but they're like, nobody eats this way. Like, did you still go out to eat, socialize? Like, do you have tips for anybody who's like, I can't get through that 30 days because it's so hard, my family's not raw, or like,
No, and everything I was making, everybody around me wanted to try it. Like, it looked really good, it tasted good, and everybody loved it. I didn't go out so much. I'm not thrilled with paying money for some of the stuff, and I'm never satisfied like when you go to a restaurant.
Yeah.
So Yeah, no, we always have people over, and I make lots of stuff.
Well, amazing. Do you have any tips for anybody who like wants to try just in general this, but they have a hard time mentally wrapping their head around it, or they're craving?
It's a lot easier than you think. There was a couple of books that just saved my life. There's a lot of raw vegan books out there. There's one I have, it's raw vegan in 15 minutes under 5 ingredients. So,
and I'll link those down below for you guys as well, because she's like, these have changed my life and your meals have looked so amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm wondering too, because right now when we're meeting, it's been past the 30 days, which she completed successfully. But have you gone back to cooked food, or like, what's your plan?
About after my 30 days, about maybe 2 weeks after that, I was coming home late for work. It was like after 7 o'clock at night. I'm like, I'm so hungry and I've got nothing thought about to eat, right? I'm like, I just want something now. So I thought, okay, you know, there's a local sub shop in town, and I'm like, okay, I'll just go get a veggie sub. How bad can that be, right? It's just veggie and bread. I ate it. I was extremely sick to my stomach, like I felt horrible.
Wow.
Not just that, I started having heart palpitations.
Wow, unbelievable.
So I guess it's like the MSG in the foods, anything like that, the additives, like on the bread alone. So yeah, I didn't feel good at all.
Yeah, and your body had been so cleaned out, like, so it was like, whoa, what's this now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I just felt lethargic, and sometimes we don't realize when we eat these things, even as good as we think they are, we don't feel good on a regular basis until we clean ourselves out.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, like, how do you think you're going to be eating now? Are you going to be fully raw or incorporate a lot more raw? Like,
I'll probably be 95% raw.
wow.
Like, it's just if, you know, I'll eat something cooked, but
yeah.
this was one of the biggest aha moments in my life.
Yay, I'm so happy about it. That's so great. And I'm so happy because you guys, I did a few of these challenges last year, which I wanted to share on my channel. But unfortunately, the guests were never able to stick to the challenge. Like, bless them, but they couldn't stick to it. So I was so happy because I know if someone can stick to it, they will most likely see the results. So, and you guys, if you have any questions about going raw, or you want to try 30 days, any questions or thoughts, definitely comment them down below. I love interacting with you guys, helping you out, answering those questions. And I hope you've loved seeing Elaine on this journey. I know I have, and it's been so amazing for me to see, and that she's stuck to it. I love it. So if this video has been good for you, added some value, give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you don't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye, guys.